Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation on employment communication. This is the first slide, so I just want to briefly introduce the topic. We'll be exploring how effective communication plays a crucial role in employment settings, covering key strategies and best practices. We'll also look at how communication impacts workplace relationships and productivity. I look forward to sharing insights and engaging with you throughout the session. Let's get started. Let's take a closer look at some of the key topics we'll be exploring today. First up is writing CVs. This is about crafting a clear, compelling document that highlights your skills and experiences effectively. A well-written CV can make a huge difference in catching the eye of potential employers. Next, we have group discussions. These are important because they assess your ability to communicate, collaborate, and think critically in a team setting. It's not just what you say, but how you engage with others that matters here. Then we'll touch on interview skills. Success in interviews often hinges on preparation, confidence, and the ability to convey your strengths convincingly. We'll go over some tips to help you perform at your best. Moving on, technological advancement plays a significant role in today's job market. Staying up to date with new tools and platforms can give you a competitive edge and open doors to new opportunities. Communication networks are also vital. They refer to both the digital systems that connect us and the professional relationships we build. Networking can be a powerful tool for growth and career development. Finally, I want to mention that this all ties into our overall agenda, equipping you with the skills and knowledge to succeed in today's dynamic environment. Each of these points builds on the other, forming a comprehensive approach to your professional development. Employment communication is all about the exchange of information between job seekers and employers during the recruitment and selection process. It's not just about what you say, but how you present yourself and how effectively you share your message. This includes preparing application documents like resumes and cover letters, which are your first impression. It also involves presenting yourself professionally, whether in person or online, to make a positive impact. Participating in discussions and interviews is a key part of this communication. These are opportunities to showcase your skills, experience, and personality. Remember, employment communication involves both written and verbal interactions, so being clear, confident, and professional in both forms is essential. As we move through this presentation, keep in mind that effective employment communication is vital for making a strong impression and ultimately landing the job you want. It's about connecting with employers in a way that highlights your suitability for the role. A curriculum vitae, or CV, is a formal document that serves as a snapshot of who you are professionally. It highlights your education, skills, and experience, giving potential employers or recruiters a clear picture of your background. When you're writing a CV, you're essentially showcasing your qualifications in a structured way. This document is often the first impression you make in a job application, so it's important to present your information clearly and effectively. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore how to craft a compelling CV that truly reflects your strengths and aligns with your career goals. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Let's walk through the key sections of a strong resume. First, personal information. This includes your name, contact number, email address, and optionally, your residential address. Make sure these details are clear and up to date. Next is the career objective. Here, you briefly explain what you're looking for in a job, your career goals, and mention the specific position you're applying for. It's also a good idea to highlight a few skills that make you a good fit for that role. Moving on to education, this should be listed in chronological order, from your earliest schooling to your latest degree. Include graduation years and any notable course highlights. Then, we have work and related experience. This includes internships, jobs, or volunteer work you've done before applying for this position. Highlight experiences that are relevant to the role. The accomplishments section is your Hall of Fame. Mention any certificates, awards, or honors you've received that showcase your achievements. In skills, focus on both soft and hard skills. For soft skills, think about communication, responsibility, or energy, and for hard skills, consider research efficiency, typing skills, or language proficiency. Remember, this section is crucial because it demonstrates your capabilities. Finally, other considerations allow you to add any additional information you believe is important, but keep this brief so your resume remains concise. Overall, these sections help create a well-rounded picture of who you are professionally and what you bring to the table. Group discussions, or GD, are a structured form of communication. They typically involve a small group of participants, usually between 6 to 10 people. In these discussions, everyone talks about a given topic, and there's usually a moderator observing the entire process. The main idea here is to see how effectively candidates can communicate their thoughts in a team setting. GD sessions are really useful for assessing a few key skills. First, communication skills, how clearly and confidently someone can express their ideas. Second, teamwork, how well they listen to others and build on points made by their peers. Third, leadership, whether someone can take charge when needed and guide the group. And finally, analytical skills, how well they analyze the topic and present logical arguments. So overall, group discussions are not just about discussing a topic, but also about showcasing a blend of multiple skills that are essential in a professional environment. This is why they are such an important component of many selection processes. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Let's take a moment to talk about the purpose of our group discussion. The main goal here is to facilitate an open exchange of ideas where everyone can share their perspectives and insights. This isn't just about giving opinions, it's about deepening our understanding of the topic and finding common ground. By engaging in discussion, we can challenge assumptions, clarify uncertainties, and explore different viewpoints, which ultimately leads to better decision-making. It's also a chance for us to learn from each other's experiences and expertise. Connecting this to the overall theme of our presentation, the group discussion is a vital step in applying what we've learned. It encourages collaboration and critical thinking, both of which are essential for achieving our shared objectives. So, let's approach this with an open mind and a collaborative spirit, making the most of this opportunity to grow and develop together. Let's talk about conducting a group discussion. When you're leading or participating in a group, it's important to remember some key points to make the discussion effective. First, creating an open and respectful environment encourages everyone to share their ideas freely. Listening actively is crucial. Really paying attention to what others are saying helps foster understanding and keeps the conversation flowing smoothly. It's also important to stay on topic and ensure that the discussion remains focused on the main objectives. As the discussion progresses, summarizing key points can help clarify understanding and make sure everyone is on the same page. Remember, the goal of a group discussion is not just to voice opinions, but to collaborate and learn from each other. Connecting these points to our overall theme, effective communication and teamwork are vital skills that drive successful projects and problem-solving. So, by following these principles, we can make our group discussions more productive and engaging for everyone involved. Let's take a closer look at evaluation criteria. When we're assessing proposals or projects, it's important to have clear, well-defined criteria. These criteria serve as the foundation for fair and objective evaluation. First, we want to consider relevance. Does the proposal align with our overall goals and objectives? Next, we look at feasibility. Can the project be realistically implemented within the given resources and timeframe? Then, we evaluate innovation. Does it bring new ideas or approaches that add value? We also assess the impact. What difference will this make, and how sustainable are the results? Lastly, we consider the overall quality and presentation. How well is the proposal articulated and supported? Connecting all these points helps us make informed decisions that support our overarching theme of strategic and effective evaluation. Remember, using transparent criteria ensures fairness and consistency throughout the process. Interviews are formal, structured conversations that we use to gather important information. They help us assess candidates or evaluate performance in a clear and consistent way. When we talk about interview skills, we're really focusing on how to conduct these conversations effectively. Good interview skills involve asking the right questions, listening carefully, and creating a comfortable environment for honest responses. Remember, the goal is to gather useful insights, whether you're hearing someone or reviewing performance. Connecting these skills to our overall theme, mastering interviews is key to making informed decisions and building strong teams. So, developing strong interview skills is essential for success in many aspects of professional life. An interview is a formal interaction between a candidate and an employer, and its main purpose is to assess whether the candidate is suitable for the job. During this process, the employer evaluates various aspects, including your knowledge and skills, which are essential for the role. But it's not just about technical abilities. Your personality and attitude also play a crucial role. These qualities can influence how well you'll fit into the team and the company culture. Throughout the interview, the goal is to give the employer a well-rounded view of who you are as a professional. This step is a key part of the overall hearing process, helping both sides make informed decisions about the potential working relationship. When preparing for your interview, it's essential to do some thorough research on the company. Take the time to understand its history, the range of products and services it offers, and its core values. Also, stay updated on recent news or developments related to the company. This not only shows your genuine interest, but also helps you tailor your responses to align with the company's culture and goals. Next, make sure you know the specific job role inside out. Understand what responsibilities you'll have and the skills required to succeed. This way, you can confidently demonstrate how your background fits the position. It's also important to prepare your resume knowledge. Every point you include should be justifiable. Be ready to discuss your experience and achievements in detail. This shows integrity and helps you build credibility. Don't forget to anticipate questions you might be asked. Practice clear, concise answers to common HR questions as well as technical inquiries. This preparation will help you stay calm and confident during the interview. Finally, think about your own questions to ask the interviewer. Inquiring about the company culture, growth opportunities, or what they expect from someone in this role demonstrates your enthusiasm and helps you assess if the company is the right fit for you. All these preparation skills collectively set you up for success and make a strong impression. Let's now focus on the importance of effective communication skills. Speaking clearly, confidently, and respectfully is essential in making sure your message is understood and well received. Remember to use positive body language, such as maintaining eye contact, offering a firm handshake, and keeping a good posture to reinforce your confidence and engagement. It's equally important to listen actively, really paying attention to the speaker, and answer directly and to the point. These skills form the foundation of strong communication, which is vital not only for individual interactions, but also for building trust and credibility within any team or organization. By honing these skills, you're contributing to a more positive and productive environment, aligning perfectly with the overall goal of effective leadership and collaboration. When it comes to dressing professionally, it's important to align your attire with the company's culture. This shows respect for the environment and helps you blend in seamlessly. Maintaining neat grooming and a confident appearance are also key. They not only boost your self-assurance, but also convey competence and reliability. Remember, presentation skills go beyond just what you say. How you look and carry yourself play a significant role in making a positive impression. So always dress appropriately, groom yourself well, and project confidence. These small details can make a big difference in your professional interactions. Let's talk about some essential soft skills that really shape our effectiveness in the workplace. First, a problem-solving mindset is key. This means approaching challenges with a positive attitude, thinking critically, and staying solutions-oriented rather than getting stuck on the problem itself. It's about being proactive and adaptable when unexpected issues arise. Next, teamwork and adaptability go hand in hand. Working well with others requires good communication, openness to different perspectives, and the flexibility to adjust when team dynamics or project requirements change. These skills help us collaborate more effectively and thrive in dynamic environments. Moving on to leadership and decision-making ability. Even if you're not in a formal leadership role, demonstrating initiative, guiding others, and making informed decisions are vital. Strong leaders inspire confidence and help steer the team toward shared goals, especially during uncertain times. And finally, emotional intelligence. This is about managing our own emotions and understanding others. It's crucial for handling stress and criticism gracefully, maintaining professionalism, and building strong relationships. When we develop emotional intelligence, we create a more positive and resilient work environment. All of these soft skills are interconnected and support the overall theme of personal and professional growth. They help us not just perform tasks, but really connect, lead, and adapt in a complex workplace. Let's take a closer look at the preparation steps involved in appearing for an interview. When it comes to interview success, preparation is absolutely key. First, you need to thoroughly research the company, understand their mission, values, and recent developments. This not only helps you tailor your responses, but also shows your genuine interest. Next, review the job description carefully to identify the skills and experiences they're seeking. This allows you to highlight your relevant strengths confidently. It's also important to anticipate common interview questions and practice your answers. Doing so will help you communicate more clearly and reduce nervousness. Don't forget to prepare some thoughtful questions to ask the interviewer. This demonstrates your enthusiasm and engagement. Additionally, plan your logistics in advance. Know the interview location, dress appropriately, and ensure you have all necessary documents ready. Connecting all these steps to the overall theme, remember that thorough preparation boosts your confidence and makes a positive impression. It shows that you're serious about the opportunity and well-equipped to handle the interview process smoothly. So, by following these steps, you set yourself up for success and make a strong case for why you're the right fit. All right, let's talk about some important steps to take before your interview. First, it's crucial to reach on time, ideally about 10 to 15 minutes early. This shows punctuality and gives you a little buffer in case of any unexpected delays. Next, make sure you carry all necessary documents with you, like copies of your resume, certificates, and your ID proof. Having these ready will help you feel prepared and confident during the interview. Also, don't forget to switch off or silence your mobile phone. Interruptions can be distracting and unprofessional, so it's best to avoid them. Remember, these small preparations can make a big difference in how you present yourself and set the tone for a successful interview. When you arrive for the interview, start with a polite greeting, a warm smile, and a firm handshake. Wait patiently to be invited to sit or to enter the room. Throughout the conversation, answer with confidence but avoid sounding arrogant. If there's something you don't know, be honest about it rather than trying to bluff your way through. Remember, honesty builds trust. Use examples from your past experiences to demonstrate your skills and competencies. These stories help make your qualifications more tangible and memorable. During the interview, explain your points thoroughly, but keep the tone conversational. Highlight the most important concepts and make sure they connect to the overall theme of your presentation or your professional story. This approach shows you're thoughtful and prepared, reinforcing your suitability for the role. Thank you very much for your time today. I truly appreciate the opportunity to discuss how I can contribute to your team. Before we conclude, I'd like to ask about the next steps in the process. Will there be additional interviews or a timeline I should be aware of? Also, I think sending a brief thank you email could be a nice way to reiterate my enthusiasm and appreciation. Thanks again for considering my application, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Let's take a closer look at the different types of interviews used in business communication. Understanding these types is crucial because each serves a unique purpose and requires a different approach. First, we have the structured interview, which is highly organized with predetermined questions. This type helps ensure consistency and fairness, especially when evaluating multiple candidates. Next, there's the unstructured interview, which is more conversational and flexible, allowing the interviewer to explore topics in more depth based on the candidate's responses. Then, we have behavioral interviews, where the focus is on past experiences and specific examples that demonstrate skills and competencies. These are especially useful for predicting future performance. Another important type is the panel interview, involving multiple interviewers who each ask questions, providing a broader perspective on the candidate. Finally, we also encounter technical interviews, which assess specific skills or knowledge related to the job. Recognizing these different types helps us tailor our communication approach effectively and select the most appropriate method depending on the situation. This understanding ties back to our overall theme of effective business communication, adapting our style to fit the context for better outcomes. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Let's take a moment to explore the impact of technological advancement on business communication networks. As technology evolves, so does the way businesses connect and share information. These advancements have transformed traditional methods into more efficient, faster, and more integrated systems. For example, we now have high-speed internet, cloud computing, and mobile technologies that enable instant communication across the globe. This means businesses can collaborate in real time, regardless of their physical location. Furthermore, the rise of social media and instant messaging platforms has created new channels for engagement, marketing, and customer service. These tools have made communication more dynamic and immediate, fostering stronger relationships with clients and partners. Overall, these technological shifts are not just improving communication. They're fundamentally redefining how businesses operate and compete in today's digital landscape. It's a clear demonstration of how embracing technology is essential for staying relevant and agile in the modern business world. Now, let's take a closer look at how technological advancements have really transformed business communication networks. These days, our networks are faster, more efficient, and truly global. Thanks to tools like email, video conferencing, and cloud-based platforms, communication has become seamless and immediate. This shift has enabled real-time collaboration, allowing teams to work together regardless of where they are in the world. It's also made remote work much more feasible and practical, supporting flexible working arrangements. And of course, these advancements help reduce costs, less travel, fewer delays, and more efficient processes overall. However, with these benefits come new challenges. Security risks have increased significantly, as sensitive information travels across digital channels that can be vulnerable to cyber threats. Plus, the constant flow of information can sometimes lead to overload, making it harder to focus and prioritize effectively. So, while these tools have revolutionized how we communicate and collaborate, they also require us to be more vigilant and strategic in managing these digital networks. Let's take a look at some of the key technological tools that have revolutionized business communication. First, we have the Intranet, which acts as a private network within an organization, allowing employees to share information securely and efficiently. Then, there's the Internet itself, which has opened up endless opportunities for connectivity and collaboration across the globe. Emails remain one of the most fundamental communication methods, enabling quick, documented exchanges that are essential for business operations. SMS, or short message services, offer instant, mobile communication, perfect for quick updates and alerts. Teleconferencing has transformed how teams meet remotely, making it possible to connect with colleagues or clients anywhere in the world without leaving the office. Building on that, video conferencing takes this a step further by enabling face-to-face interactions, which enhance understanding and build stronger relationships, even when teams are separated by distance. All these tools exemplify the incredible technological advances we've seen in business communication. These innovations not only make communication faster and more efficient, but also help organizations stay agile and responsive in a competitive environment. As we continue, Keep in mind how these tools fit into the bigger picture of transforming how we connect and collaborate in the modern world. Let's talk about intranets. An intranet is essentially a private internal network that organizations use to securely share information, resources, and services among their members. Think of it as a closed digital space where employees or students can access what they need without the outside world getting involved. For example, in a college setting, the intranet can provide students and faculty with attendance records, notices, and timetables, making daily campus life more streamlined. Similarly, companies often have HR portals on their intranet where employees can view payslips, submit leave requests, or access training modules, all in one convenient location. Many major companies have their own well-established intranet systems. Google uses MoMA, Facebook has Workplace, Microsoft offers SharePoint, IBM has W3 Portal, Coca-Cola runs Redtree, Walmart's is One Walmart, British Airways uses Speedbird, Deloitte has the Global Intranet Portal, Amazon features Inside Amazon, and Infosys offers InFiMe. These platforms help manage internal communication and make employee services more accessible and efficient. Overall, intranets are crucial for fostering effective internal communication within large organizations, ensuring that everyone stays connected and informed, supporting the overall theme of how digital tools enhance internal operations. The Internet is a vast, global network of interconnected computers that essentially links the entire world together. It enables us to communicate easily, share information, and access a wide range of online services seamlessly. When we say it connects millions of networks, we're talking about everything from private homes and public institutions to academic, business, and government networks all working together. This interconnected web has transformed how we live and work. We use the internet for so many things, whether it's staying in touch with friends and family, looking up information quickly, or even pursuing online education. Businesses use it for e-commerce, marketing, and collaborating across borders. Entertainment is another huge aspect. Streaming movies, music, and gaming are all part of that experience. The internet also plays a vital role in government services, enabling remote work, supporting healthcare initiatives, and facilitating social networking. Planning a trip or booking a flight, that made easier through online travel services. Many top global companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, Walmart, Infosys, IBM, Netflix, and Coca-Cola rely heavily on the internet. They use it for everything from digital marketing and cloud services to global teamwork and online sales. In India, we have popular internet service providers like Airtel, Jio, BSNL, and Reliance Net Connect. They provide essential broadband, mobile, and wireless internet services, making connectivity accessible for both individuals and businesses. Overall, the internet is the backbone of modern communication and commerce, connecting us all and powering countless aspects of our daily lives. Let's talk about email, or electronic mail, which is a fundamental part of digital communication today. An email is essentially a method of exchanging messages electronically over the internet or other computer networks. It enables us to send and receive a variety of content instantly, including text, documents, images, and other attachments. This immediacy makes emails incredibly versatile and efficient for both personal and professional use. Emails are used in many ways. For personal communication, they help us stay connected with friends and family. In the business world, they facilitate official correspondence, sharing important documents like reports and presentations. They're also essential for notifications. Think of alerts, reminders, or updates you receive about meetings or deadlines. Marketing is another big area where emails shine. Companies use promotional campaigns and newsletters to reach customers directly in their inboxes, making email a powerful tool for building relationships and driving engagement. Additionally, emails serve as a record-keeping system. They store messages so we can refer back to important information whenever needed. Some of the most popular email services you might have heard of include Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook or Hotmail, Rediffmail, and Proton Mail. Each of these platforms offers unique features, but all share the core function of making digital communications simple and accessible. By understanding how email works and its various uses, we see how it fits into the larger picture of digital communication, connecting people, sharing information, and supporting both personal and professional activities seamlessly. SMS, or Short Message Service, is a popular text messaging service that most of us use daily. It allows us to send short text messages, usually up to 160 characters, from one mobile phone to another over a cellular network. It's a simple yet powerful way to communicate quickly and efficiently. You'll find SMS being used in a variety of ways. For personal communication, it's the go-to method for quick updates or sharing information. But it's also widely used in business contexts, sending alerts, notifications, or reminders to customers or employees. Companies leverage SMS for marketing purposes, reaching audiences directly with promotional messages. Banking services also utilize SMS to send transaction alerts or security notifications, enhancing customer trust and safety. When it comes to service providers, some of the biggest names in the industry include Airtel SMS, Jio SMS, BSNL SMS, and Vodafone Idea, or Vi SMS. These providers ensure that users have reliable access to SMS services across different networks. Overall, SMS remains a fundamental part of our digital communication landscape, connecting people and services seamlessly. It ties into the broader theme of how mobile technology continues to evolve, making our daily interactions faster and more convenient. Let's talk about teleconferencing. Essentially, it's a digital meeting that uses telecommunication networks, such as the Internet or phone lines, to connect participants. It's a way to bring people together remotely, no matter where they are. Teleconferencing is a broad term that describes a live, interactive exchange of information among several people who are geographically separated. Even though they're physically apart, they can communicate seamlessly because they're linked through a communication system. Some of the most common tools we see today for teleconferencing include Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Cisco WebEx, and Skype. These platforms make remote collaboration easier and more effective, supporting real-time discussions and decision-making. Connecting this to our overall theme, teleconferencing exemplifies how technology bridges gaps in communication, enabling us to work and collaborate across distances without losing the personal touch of face-to-face interactions. Let's talk about video conferencing. It's a technology that allows people in different locations to hold live meetings by transmitting video and audio over the internet or other networks. This means you can connect with colleagues, clients, or students no matter where they are in the world, in real time. It's used widely for various purposes, including business meetings, training sessions, workshops, education, healthcare consultations, and collaborative projects. Some popular tools you might recognize include Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Cisco WebEx, and Skype. These platforms have made remote communication much more accessible and efficient. The key takeaway here is how vital video conferencing has become in bridging distances and enabling seamless collaboration across different fields and industries, aligning perfectly with our overall theme of digital transformation and connectivity. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Thank you so much for your time and attention. If you have any questions or need further information, please feel free to reach out to me. My name is Vinod Goswami, and you can contact me via email at goswamiv505@gmail.com or call me at +91 8,755,072,430. I truly appreciate your interest and engagement throughout this presentation. Once again, thank you very much.